YouTube friends and explorers. It's Ranee from the Woolly Llama Shop, and I am back for day number 6 of Shark Week. And I finally decided to put my shark shirt on. One of my shark shirts. This is a shark shirt that I made. Now, my other shark shirt is one that I bought. But, neither here nor there. I'm just a girl who loves sharks. I want to redesign this to make the shark a little bigger, to make the design a little bigger, because it's really kind of small. Anyway, this was one of the first designs that Mr. Llama made, and because he knows I love sharks. I also have a beach bag with that same thing on it. So, sorry, I had to, talk about that. So yes, for those of you who are new to my channel, that is what I do. That is my business. Well, it's not what I do. I'm a nurse, but one of the things that I do is I own a small business called The Woolly Llama, and I make embroidery stuff. Which, natural segue into the patches. I don't remember when the last day I talked about them is, so we will talk about them again today. There are 2 patches. They should be appearing above my hands, hopefully if I edit things right. 2 patches to be earned for Shark Week. One Sharky project of your choice for each of the patches. So one patch, one shark project. If you want both patches, make 2 projects. It does not have to be crocheted. It does not have to be embroidered. It can be whatever. It can be clay. It can be knitted, crocheted, embroidered, sewn. I don't know, whatever. Diamond painting. As long as you put a little thought and effort into it. And shark is kind of the main theme. Now, it doesn't have to be a shark, but it should definitely speak shark to me. Like, for example, I was having a chat with someone, and they are making, or they think they're going to make, and I've made these before, they're fun, shark socks. They're like the little ones with you put your foot down in it, and it looks like the shark is like it's like eating your foot. Those are super cool. I've made a pair of those. I mean, it's not really a shark. It's a sock, but it's a shark themed sock. So, anywho, 2 projects, 2 patches. Or if you want to make 5 projects, you can still get 2 patches. The point is, I only have 2 patches, so that's all you can earn for Shark Week. Then there's also the summer patch. Hopefully I will find it, and it's like right here. The summer craft along patch. So you must make 5 projects, and I'm allowing your shark project, one of your shark projects, to count as your summer project from me. Only one though. You have to go and investigate the other content creators and see what they are doing. You just have to go find my summer craft along video, because my description box is getting quite messy with all of the details. So if you go back and you find my summer crochet along, any of the other ones that are not Shark Week related, you will see a list of content creators, and you can go check them out and see what they're doing related to the summer craft along. So they are providing free or low cost projects. Like if you want to do my little guy, my little shark amigurumi, he was rather cheap, but he's also free. So that could count as one of your projects. But go see some of the other wonderful people who are included in this craft along, and they are all following me and emailing me at this point. I have not dropped the videos, but I've dropped enough hints. They're like, what the heck is going on? What is the Shark Week thing you're doing? So I'm fairly certain that they will also be dropping Shark Week stuff for you to peruse. But the main event of this whole Shark Week thing is an embroidery along, a stitch along, if you will. I am trying really hard to bring in more than just crochet into the craft alongs, because I really want to broaden everyone's horizons. And I love everything. I mean, there is not one craft that I really don't like. So, I mean, it's only fitting that I have an embroidery business. So maybe, some slow stitching, some embroidery stitching, hand stuff, might be appropriate for my channel. Now, um, I am still trying to figure out my last project. Well, we won't get into that. Never mind. Strike that. So, we are on day 6. You have learned how to, I'm hoping by this point, you have learned how to transfer your design onto your fabric, and that you have done the running stitch. That was day 2. The back stitch was day 3. The stem stitch was day 4. Day 5 should have been the chain stitch. And now, today, we have made it to the French knot. And the way that I would design this project was, I designed it with all skill levels involved. So, my patterns that AI and I came up with, and you guys are not going to be able to see this real well because it blurs stuff out. Yep, it blurs it. Anyway, the link for this is in the description box. If you can't get it for whatever reason, I will be happy to email it to you. I also have a field guide down in the description box. I'll be happy to email that too if that link doesn't work. But the way this design is made is that the bold lines are for the beginners. The thick, bold lines. And you can do whatever you want to do with this pattern. If you are a beginner and you want to do all of it, by all means, jump right out there and do it all. But I tried to, the way I fed the instructions into AI is a multi-level embroidery design. And so its answer to that was to have bold, bright lines for beginners, and then the intermediate have the lighter lines, and then the adventuresome people, the freestylers, if you will, have the dotted lines. So, but this thing that we are doing is completely your own. You can do whatever you want to with it. You can add fabric to it. If you want to cut that shark shape out and just sew that shark right on there, that's great. If you want to try to, fabric beads, buttons, sequins, whatever you've got, style it up. I am doing mine very simplistic this time just because I am trying to do some lessons here. Is it really what I want to do? No, I really want to jazz this thing up because it's so exciting. But at the same time, I want to share these lessons with you so that maybe you can pick it up. And the idea here is not for perfection. It's not to stitch every single thing on this pattern. It's to learn the different stitches and get some confidence so that maybe, you want to do a little slow stitching like I've been doing some other projects on the side. These stitches are meant to help you find your creativity and do whatever you want to do. And once you finish this project, you can get some more fabric and stitch your heart out. So that turned into quite a long little spiel. My apologies. But I just had to get it out there, just in case you're new. And if you are new and this is your first video that you're seeing, please go back and watch the other Shark Week videos. I tried to put them all in a list, all of their own, a playlist of their own. I'm trying to figure out the course thing so that maybe this could turn into an actual course someday. I'm trying, but YouTube is not working with me. Trying. So that is why the pattern and the field guide are actual links inside of the description box instead of attachments or whatever they're supposed to be. Don't know. But please let me know, now that we've had those of you who have followed me all 6 days, if you have enjoyed this and you like this little stitch along thing that we're doing, please put it down in the comments. If you want to see more of this type of thing, if you want to do other stitch alongs, if you want me to make more patterns and, do different stitches. And I've already got ideas forming in my brain for other stitch alongs, but I want to know if you guys are even interested in this or if it's, just a waste of my time. I have enjoyed it, and I think most of you will enjoy it too. Or at least I'm hoping. I'm hoping because I want to teach you guys new skills. And this is something that, you know, it can be completely yours. You don't have to give it to anybody else. It is just a simple, it's a selfish project just for yourself. And it's very good for your mental health. Stitching, for some reason, I know all of the crafts are good for your mental health, but for me, stitching has been the best. Whether I'm hand sewing a quilt or stitching on slow stitching or working on an embroidery piece, it seems to clear my mind the best. So anyway, I do have, and I've got to find it now, I do have my little Shark Week fact of the day, and I didn't open the file. Let me see. Shark Week, I gotta open my files here. Oh, well, ignore the alert. That's just if you hear that in the background, sorry. All right, so let me, how do I enlarge this? Oop, there we go. Okay, today's fact. So, sharks can detect faint electrical fields to help find their prey. So yes, if you emit an electrical field, they'll find you. And that, my friends, leads us in to the secret word. You all know what to do with that secret word, I hope, by this point. I'm just going to let it hang here for a minute. And then we'll slide on into French knots. So I'll see you there. Hey, two friends. It's Ranee from the thewoolyllama shop, and I am back today with the French knot. And what it is used on is the small round details, and it gives texture to the piece. So for this, I've chosen to do the bubbles here because they're small and round, and you know, I mean, you could do some texture down here, like on your starfish or on your shell, maybe your other shell here, or your rocks. You could fill them in with French knots. This is not one of my favorite stitches, so I don't use it that often. But I mean, it has its place. So in order to do the French knot, I've already come up, and this is important because if you don't do it right, then you just pull the thread through your needle. So you start like back here and you wrap around like that. And you don't really want to go more than 3 or 4 times. I mean, you can, but it's not going to make a difference really. It's just going to mess up your stitch. So about 3 times. And then you're going to stick it right back down almost in the same place. Well, hold on. Let me start over. Okay. So I'm right here. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to put it down right almost in the same spot. And I'm going to hang on to this piece with my thumb. And I'm going to pull consistently, not like too much, don't like grab it and yank, but see the little knot there? And then we're going to come up in this next one right here. Do the same thing. And make sure you're wrapping this way, up toward the point. And then you're going to stick it in your fabric, almost right where you came up. Hold the tail with your thumb. I think that's beginning to be a trademark thing for me. Hold the tail with your thumb. And then pull it consistently, and then, like I say, don't yank on it, but just kind of pull it snug. You're going to do one more for you. Up. And then back down. My French knots used to be icky, and I didn't like them. But I've practiced, and they've gotten better. So just like that. That's how you do those little French knots. So, see? Aren't they cool? And it does, like I say, give you a little texture. Now down here in the eye, we're going to do the satin stitch tomorrow. And then this little dot right here is going to be a little French knot. So be prepared for that because we'll do both tomorrow. We'll do the satin and the French knot. So thank you very much for watching and have a fantastic rest of your day. And I will see you tomorrow.